Let's talk about the curse of Clayface. When Basil Karlo was a young boy, he was the son of a man that was in many movies. But he wasn't the hero of those movies, no. He was the villain. All the time. As his father was in these movies, he would use a chemical called Renew-You to shape his face to look like a horror show. But his father was blacklisted due to them finding out the true monster that he really was. So he leaned down in front of his son and he told him, "Boy, never show them your true monster." 20 years later, Basil Karlo is a AAA movie star and he's famous all around the world. But there's a movie that he really wants to be in because he feels like it resonates with him. Even telling his girlfriend that it's almost as if his life was made into a movie and he's meant to play this part. So the following week, he ends up going for the audition and he nails it. He gets the part. But while speeding on the highway, he gets a call that his father died, and not paying attention to the road, he gets into a car accident. He wakes up days later to find his girlfriend and his agent horrified at the sight of him. Grabbing a mirror, he looks at himself and he's horrified. He thinks he's a monster, yelling at everyone to leave him alone, to get out, they can't see him like this. And to put even more salt on the wound, his agent tells him that he'll never be on the big screen ever again. But Basil Karlo remembers the chemical that his father used, and maybe it could repair his face. So he starts experimenting with different chemicals, mashing them together and putting them all over his face. And he comes into the writer's room not a day after he woke up, completely fine. But this chemical only lasts 24 hours and it's in short supply. So Basil Karlo has to think of a solution fast. A couple weeks later, he would break into the company that produces Renew-You, and Batman would be there to stop him, punching a hole right through his face. After being caught though, he would lose the part and everybody around the world would know what Basil Karlo really looked like. But this didn't matter to Basil, he just wanted to look like himself again. So the next day after being discharged from the hospital, he would go to the courtroom and demand to know where his Renew-You was. Once he found it, the cops would open fire and the Renew-You chemicals would splatter all over his body. Meanwhile, Basil's ex-agent is actually bringing in a new person to fill in the role that Basil lost. However, when they look up, they find a hulking clay monster. Basil Karlo just immediately attacks everyone around the set, no matter who they are. Along with this, he screams to the world that Basil Karlo is no more. He is now Clayface. And all that Clayface can think about is how he made a promise to his father that he would never let the world see the true monster.